Hi, Steve Bergen here, and we're going to go move along and scratch to something called BYOB. Right? You know other things that begin with BYO, but this is build your own blocks. So let's take a look at how we get more sophisticated as programmers. If you look at the 10 commands of color there's one that we've hardly ever dealt with, and it's been sitting in the bottom right, and it's called more blocks. And I'm going to go to more blocks today, and I'm going to make a block. I'm going to call my block square and click OK. And now what it does is it gives me a section in which I can define what my square is going to be. So I am going to choose to repeat 4 times, go forward a certain amount, I'll choose 100, and then make a right turn of 90 degrees. I'm adding a new vocabulary word to Scratch. So in this particular environment, the word square, whenever I need it, will mean draw a square. I've defined a square. I've done it using more blocks. Now I'll write my program. My program is, of course, going to begin with the green flag, and it's going to say in the next step, draw a square. Then maybe it's going to say right turn of 90, or right turn of, maybe right turn of 10. And those 2 commands, as we know from much earlier in the course, because we're now returning to some of the things we did earlier in the course, and we're going to be more elegant as programmers in doing it. So now I'm going to have a control structure that says repeat 36 times, draw a square, turn 10 degrees. Of course, we need to do the good things like put the pen down and clear the screen. And so this program is shorter and more elegant. When I click the green flag, it clears the screen, puts the pen down, and 36 times it draws a square and turns 10 degrees. So you know, of course, what it's going to look like. But the important thing about this is that I'm using a subprogram. You may know a word called subroutine. I'm using a subprogram, a subroutine, to define a square, and then I'm going to use that in terms of my other program. So I have one program calling a subroutine that was done via defined. Okay? Hope this makes sense.